What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Ethan Horror. This is Ethan Horror, and today we are back with another Christmas ranking. You know, last week I did the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. Today I'm doing the only other horror franchise that is Christmas themed that has enough movies to have a video done on it. Black Christmas. There are 3 films in this franchise. You have the original, which is one of the greatest slashers of all time, and then you got the 2 remakes, which we'll get into when we talk about them. But yeah, as I said, Black Christmas is the only other film franchise, horror Christmas franchise, that has enough movies to have a video done on it, and that's 3. Because if you guys know, that's the lowest I'll go on rankings. I'm not doing a freaking ranking video on 2 movies. There's no point. But I will do 3. And so this is my second 3-movie ranking. I think I did Strangers back when Strangers Chapter 1 came out. There are other Christmas horror movies. You got Krampus, you got It's a Wonderful Night from last year, you got the Jack Frost movies. There's 2 of those, so don't expect a ranking on those. And I'm watching all of them because later, maybe even tomorrow, I will be giving you a huge ranking of just a bunch of different Christmas horror movies. Granted, there are not very many good ones, so I had to find some obscure ones. So just bear with me if you haven't heard of a lot of those movies. But let's get into the Black Christmas ranking for now.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., Santa's coming to town.
Santa! Oh my God!
By the way, if the background looks a little different, I'm trying some new things. Just bear with me here. It's gonna move around a lot. If it looks a little weird, so be it. Coming in at number 3, I have Black Christmas 2019. Now, neither of the remakes are all that good, but this one stands out as just awful. It is just horrible. It won't be anywhere near the bottom of my Christmas movie ranking, but it is terrible. It is just, like, as far as a Black Christmas movie, they cannot fail harder. They could not have possibly failed at being a Black Christmas movie any harder. The only, like, slight bit that you get is that there is a reference with the unicorn, because with Margot Kidder's kill in the original, and there's an image of someone with a plastic bag over their head. Those are the only 2 things you get, besides it being about sorority sisters. So 3 things. 3 little references to the original. This is a remake. I don't want 3 references to the original. I want the original movie done again. Not done again. Done differently. That is not this movie. It has nothing to do with the original Black Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas besides being set around the holiday. Nothing to do with Christmas, nothing to do with the original, just a completely new story that is downright horrendous. It's trying to tell this, like, very girl power message, but it fails at doing that. That is the only thing it sets out to do, and it fails at it. It feels like this script is one of the worst I've ever seen in any movie ever. I mean, it feels like it was written by Twitter posts. Like, you could just scroll down your feed, and that would be, that's the script. Like, it's terrible. The acting was the only thing I thought was good. The leading actress is phenomenal. She is incredible. It's just, I don't know if she got the memo of what movie she was in. Coming in at number 2, I have Black Christmas 2006. Also, not a good movie. But I enjoyed this movie a little bit. There was some entertainment value. There was some enjoyment in this movie. But it's very weird. It's very weird. It's, I mean, it's a new take on the original. I'll give you that. At least 2019, like, they didn't do anything related to the original. At least this movie is a retelling of the original story, just done differently. Not a way I would have personally done it, but it's new. I'll give you that. So that's 1 point for this movie. is it actually is the original, and it actually has something to do with Christmas, too. I mean, it is kind of more just kind of set around the holiday. The first one had, like, a pretty focus on Christmas. This movie does. It's just not as much. You actually get Billy, the killer from the Black Christmas movie. You actually get him in this movie. Maybe 2019 could take some notes, but they did not. It's just, you have cannibalism, you have incest. Like, this movie is just weird, weird, weird. And I wish I could say this is the weirdest Christmas horror movie I've ever seen, but Silent Night, Deadly Night 4 exists, so it is not. But it's still weird. Like, those, just to see incest and cannibalism in a Black Christmas movie is weird, but it is a retelling. It's done differently. It's just not in a way that I liked. I didn't care for any of the performances, really. I mean, they're all big actresses. I knew most of the cast. It's just none of them really stood out as their own character or anything, so I just didn't really work for me. Coming in at number 1, as if it was going to be anything except for the original Black Christmas, this is top 5 slasher movies ever, I think, for me personally. I mean, it's phenomenal. It is arguably the first slasher movie. It wasn't the one that made slasher movies big. That was Halloween. I'll give it that. But if you ask me, Halloween's kind of a ripoff of this movie. Like, a little bit. Like, some of the things that Halloween does that it gets credit for, Black Christmas did first. And just that they both happen to be set around a holiday, that, I think, is just a coincidence. But I think it's one of the best slasher movies ever. I mean, from the phone calls, which they don't do in 2019 at all, and they kind of cut out the amount of phone calls they get in the new one. Or, not the new one, the 2006 version. The phone calls are one of the best parts of the movie. They're one of the best parts of the movie. Why can I not think of the subplot? That's the word. The subplot about the main character wanting to get an abortion and her struggling with her boyfriend. I have always loved that subplot. It really adds to the movie and makes it feel like it's more than just some stupid slasher movie. Obviously Billy and the whole who is Billy, and it ends up they think it's the boyfriend and they accidentally kill him and they don't know that he's not the killer. I love that part, that it's revealed at the end that Billy's still alive. That's a great ending for the horror movie. One of the only things that the 2019 version does right from this movie is it gives each of the girls a distinct personality. You can tell who they are, and I think the 2006 version fails at that, but the 2019 version actually does that fairly well, where, you know, they're all well acted and, you know, given their own personalities, even if one of the characters in Black Christmas 2019 is possibly the most annoying character I've ever seen in a slasher movie. But not in the original. The original, you like pretty much all the characters. They're all great. It's one of the first slasher movies, and it's one of the best slasher movies. So, I mean, and it's just a bonus that it happens to take place around the Christmas time, and it's about Christmas. It's just, I love Christmas. I love slasher movies. I love horror movies. It's just everything for me, and I really, really dig this movie. And it's honestly, I think it was in my top 20 horror movies when I did my top 50 a couple months ago. It's incredible. So, if you haven't seen Black Christmas, please go watch it. If you're a horror fan and you haven't seen Black Christmas, get on that. So, yeah, it's my number 1. And that is going to be it for today's video. Remember, if you did enjoy, make sure to hit like and subscribe, so I know you want to see more videos like it. Otherwise, you can go down below and hit the bell notification to be notified when I post any brand new videos. Comment down below some more video ideas for me. Maybe your own ranking of these movies. There's only 3. Just toss your ranking down there in the comments. I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone's will be the same as mine. But if it's not, please tell me. And do you get enjoyment out of Black Christmas 2019? Because I know some people really like it, but I personally did not. So you can comment down below. We can have some friendly discussions down in the comments. Just don't be a jerk about it. All right? See you guys next time.